What is happening in the world of sports and beyond? The news cycle is moving at lightning speed, and we've got the absolute latest updates you cannot afford to miss. Get ready for a high-octane dive into the stories that are dominating headlines and sparking conversations everywhere. From game-changing player messages to critical team decisions and unexpected skill displays, we're breaking it all down. You're locked into the Roger Report, and we're about to drop some serious intel. Let's geo. First up, a league-leading prospect drops a message straight out of the playbook of a basketball legend, speaking directly to her team's loyal fanbase amidst a challenging season. What does this mean for the future, and who is she channeling? Next, the experts are weighing in on next season's landscape, and their predictions for a storied franchise are raising eyebrows. Are they heading for a surprise playoff push or a surprising tumble down the standings? Then, a key player's contract situation is creating waves, with major franchise decisions looming. Is a blockbuster trade on the horizon, and what does this mean for the team's long-term vision? And finally, we're seeing some incredible crossover talent as a superstar athlete takes his legendary skills to a completely different arena, showcasing a dazzling display of precision and flair. You don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and let's get into it. A league legend's mantle. The start of the WNBA season was met with immense optimism for the Dallas Wings, especially after securing the highly anticipated #1 overall draft pick, Paige Bueckers. Widely regarded as one of the most hyped prospects in the league's history, Bueckers has consistently demonstrated that her talent lives up to the considerable buzz surrounding her name. Her individual performances have been nothing short of spectacular, offering a bright beacon for the franchise. However, the reality of the situation is that the Wings' struggles predate Bueckers' arrival, and the team's overall roster construction has presented significant challenges. Despite Bueckers' valuable contributions, the team surrounding her has not performed to expectations. Dallas currently holds the worst record in the WNBA, with a mere 9 victories against 31 losses. This stark contrast between individual brilliance and team performance has led to palpable disappointment, a sentiment that Bueckers herself recently addressed. When questioned about her message to the fans amidst the team's current predicament, Bueckers turned to the wisdom of none other than Stephen Curry. "I remember Steph Curry, before the Warriors became the Warriors, he tweeted out, 'Just stick with us. We're gonna figure it out,'" she recalled. This powerful analogy underscores her unwavering belief in the team's potential and her commitment to navigating the difficult period. She elaborated, stating, "We don't need exterior belief in that locker room we feel like we have enough, and we're always gonna fight and show up that way." Bueckers emphasized the internal fortitude and collective spirit within the team, highlighting the trust she places in her teammates and the foundational pieces they are building. "And I remember Steph Curry, before the Warriors became the Warriors, he tweeted out, 'Just stick with us, we're gonna figure it out.' That's the message. The people we have here and the belief that I have in, the core and the pieces that we're building and how we're doing it, I just have this undying belief in it." Bueckers has been a revelation as a rookie, averaging an impressive 18.9 points and 5.4 rebounds per game, earning an all-star selection along the way. She has also etched her name in the record books multiple times, proving that her impact is immediate and substantial. When a player of her caliber makes a promise of resilience and future success, it carries significant weight with the fanbase. Despite the team's current struggles, Bueckers' leadership and undeniable talent suggest that brighter days are indeed on the horizon for the Dallas Wings. Get ready for a shift in focus as we move from the court to the predictions table. Next, we're diving into what the experts see for a legendary NBA franchise in the upcoming season. Predicted play-in peril. With the 2025-26 NBA season rapidly approaching, the Golden State Warriors, as they have for over a decade, are once again entering the campaign with elevated expectations. However, this offseason has presented a unique set of challenges and uncertainties for the franchise. Golden State saw the departure of veteran center and NBA champion Kevon Looney during free agency. Compounding this, the team remains at an impasse in contract negotiations with their restricted free agent, Jonathan Kuminga. This prolonged stalemate has left the Warriors as the sole franchise yet to make a significant offseason move, a rarity for a team accustomed to making impactful roster adjustments. The critical question looming over the Bay Area is, where does Golden State truly stand in an increasingly formidable Western Conference? ESPN's panel of experts has offered their predictions for the 2025-26 season, and their outlook for Steph Curry and his teammates might not sit well with the loyal Dub Nation fanbase. The West is so crowded with contenders that a couple of them will inevitably be bumped into this bracket, forced to play an extra game or two with their playoff hopes on the line, ESPN staff observed. They further elaborated on the specific challenges faced by veteran teams. That's particularly dangerous for older teams like the Warriors and Mavericks, who will likely spend the final month of the season in a full-out standing sprint and won't get the extra week of pre-playoff rest the top teams receive. Despite these concerns, the prediction suggests that two teams will ultimately emerge from the play-in tournament. The report specifically highlights the Warriors' potential trajectory. The 7th-seeded Warriors beat the 2nd-seeded Rockets in the first round last April. If Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler III, and Draymond Green are healthy, the West's top 2 seeds won't be ecstatic to see the Warriors emerging from the 7th or 8th slot this spring. ESPN forecasts that the Warriors will replicate last season's 48-34 record, securing the number 7 seed in the Western Conference, thus finding themselves once again participating in the NBA play-in tournament. This prediction, while acknowledging the Warriors' perennial competitiveness, places them in a more precarious position than many fans might anticipate, highlighting the depth and intensity of the Western Conference. But what happens when a rising star's contract becomes a major point of contention? We're about to explore the intricate details of a potential trade that could reshape a franchise. Kuminga's crossroads. The future of Jonathan Kuminga with the Golden State Warriors has emerged as one of the most compelling storylines of the NBA offseason. The 22-year-old forward, who has consistently flashed immense potential since being drafted in 2021, finds himself in a contract dispute that could significantly impact the team's trajectory. Currently, Kuminga has declined the Warriors' offer of a 2-year, $45 million deal, which included a team option. This decision means he is set to play the upcoming 2023-24 season on his $7.9 million qualifying offer. This path makes him an unrestricted free agent in 2024, granting him greater autonomy, but also introducing a layer of risk for both the player and the team. The Warriors' front office faces a critical juncture. If Kuminga plays out the season without a long-term agreement, the franchise risks losing him without receiving any compensation or being forced to trade him at a potentially diminished value. In light of this, Golden State has been actively exploring various trade scenarios to resolve the contract impasse while aiming to maximize their return. A prominent proposal that surfaced involved a potential sign-and-trade agreement with the Brooklyn Nets. Under this proposed deal, Kuminga would have been sent to Brooklyn in exchange for young center Daron Sharp, a protected future first-round pick, and a 2029 second-round pick. This move would have provided the Warriors with a promising big man to strengthen their front court, along with valuable draft assets to aid in their future team-building efforts. For the Nets, Kuminga represented an athletic and versatile forward who could have fit well into their developing roster. However, the Nets ultimately did not submit a formal offer, primarily due to reservations about Kuminga's fit within their system and his overall coachability. Brooklyn's general manager, Sean Marks, has consistently stressed the importance of acquiring players who are receptive to coaching and possess a strong desire for development, key components of their rebuilding strategy. While Kuminga's athletic ability and high ceiling are evident, concerns regarding his consistent responsiveness to coaching have reportedly tempered Brooklyn's interest. Furthermore, the Nets already have a competitive group of young forwards, including Michael Porter Jr., Noah Clowney, and Darek Whitehead, meaning that adding Kuminga could have led to a crowded frontcourt and potentially hindered the growth of their existing prospects. These factors contributed to Brooklyn's decision to pass on the trade. The Warriors now stand at a pivotal moment, needing to decide whether to commit to Kuminga with a more substantial long-term contract, reportedly a 3-year, $70 million deal without team options, or to continue seeking trade partners who can offer fair value. Retaining Kuminga could prove crucial as Golden State begins to strategize for the post-Stephen Curry era. The way the Warriors navigate Kuminga's contract situation this offseason will undoubtedly have significant implications for their roster construction and their competitive outlook for years to come. From contract negotiations to creative displays of skill, the focus shifts now. Get ready to witness a familiar superstar bringing his magic to an entirely new playing field. Court skills on the green. Steph Curry has been enjoying a rather eventful summer, marked by a successful Curry brand tour across Asia. Following his international commitments, the Golden State Warriors' star point guard made his way back to the golf course, bringing his signature flair and showmanship with him. Renowned for his dazzling pregame shooting routines and his uncanny ability to sink long-distance shots before tip-off, Curry decided to translate that precision and showmanship to the putting green. In a recently shared video, Curry was seen alongside professional golfer Joshua Kelly. Trading his basketball for a golf ball, Curry demonstrated that his exceptional hand-eye coordination and shooting touch are not limited to the hardwood. In the clip, Kelly executed a high-lofted shot with the golf ball. Curry, positioned on the green, skillfully caught the airborne ball and proceeded to sink an impressive trick shot, sinking it directly into the hole from a considerable distance. This display highlights Curry's versatility and his innate talent for precision, extending beyond his primary sport. This memorable moment on the golf course comes after a successful stint in celebrity golf. Curry recently secured a 5th-place finish at the prestigious American Century Championship in Lake Tahoe. Adding to his summer activities, he also hosted his annual charity event, the Workday Charity Classic, which benefits the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation, further showcasing his commitment to giving back to the community. That's all the breaking news we have for you today. But don't go anywhere. We've got a quick recap and a big call to action coming right up. All right, that's a wrap on another electrifying edition of the Roger Report. We saw a rookie phenom channeling basketball royalty to inspire her team, expert predictions placing a dynasty in the play-in picture, a crucial contract standoff that could reshape a franchise, and Steph Curry showing off his magic touch on the golf course. Don't miss a single update, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, ring that notification bell so you're always in the know, and drop a comment below telling us what you thought of today's stories. You can also follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.